Right. Good evening, Hamotama. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, right? Okay, and now we are going to the papers, right? And I think this week, right, some schools have a second term exam, right? And last week we did the our lessons, because all lessons as well as the time lesson, including time lesson, and we discussed the time questions relevant to the questions relevant to time in this paper also, right? And now look at this one. This is a question number 19, and with the 18 questions, right? And the last week. Now, with the mass of the photon and the 53 kilograms of the stock of the flowers loaded into the 7 tractors equally, right? What is the quantity? 4 metric tons, 4 metric tons, as well as 53 kilograms, right? And divide into the 7 tractors equally, samanava, equally, right? Equally. Now, find the mass of the flour which is loaded into the one tractor. Now, what is the method? You need to divide into the 7. Now, listen. 4 metric tons and 53 kilograms. Now, everyone know about the relationship between the metric tons and the kilograms. Milligram into gram, 1000. Gram to kilogram is also 1000. Kilograms with metric tons is also 1000. Very easy to remember, right? In the masses. Now, I'm going to divide by the 7. In this case, 4 divided by 7 is a 0. No 7 times. Now, 7 times 0 is a 7 times 0, 0. And 4 metric tons are remainders. Now, it goes to the kilogram side and it's changed to the how many kilograms? 4 metric ton is equals to the Kimbaran? Elena? Dinasha? 4 metric ton
1000.
equals? Yeah, 4,000. Therefore, 4,000 and here is a 53. Now you can write as a 4,053 kilograms there. Now you will divide by the 7. 4 we cannot divide. 40 divided by 7 is a 5. Because 4 times 7 is a 35. 5 remainders. And bring down. 55 divided by 7 is a 7. Because 7 times 7 is a 49. 6 remainders. Now bring down. It should be a 3. Now 63 divided by 7 is just 9. Now there are no remainders. Therefore, answer should be 579 kilograms each tractor. එක tractor එකට මෙච්චර පටවනවා. Right. Everyone understood? Savini, Yanara, Tinaya, Elena? Yeah. Okay. Good. Now this is question number 20 relevant to the sets, right? Venn diagrams matagati sets, right? Now look at this. List out the all animals in the following cells within the curly brackets. Curly brackets. Now look at this. Wow, Sherlock Holmes. The letters of the word Sherlock Holmes, right? Now tell me the answer. This is a very easy thing. P equals open the curly brackets. What are the letters? We call as elements. What are the end of the S?
S H E R
E R
L O
L O
M.
right. Tabana then C K Sherlock here, right? And Holmes. H ka no, because why? H is there, right? Don't repeat the elements, right? Matagati. This one we call as elements, right? Elements, right? Therefore, O, no. M, M. We can write as M. M and E, we did it, and the S is also there. Now, there is the answers. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 elements there, right? Then, mabahot question ekak. What is the value for NP? Number of elements in set P? It should be a 9. It should be a 9. Number of elements in ZP. Right. Now this is the 20 questions in the first paper. Right. And each question carries 2 marks. Therefore, there are 20 questions. Therefore, 40 marks out of 100. ලකුණු 40ක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Right. Now look at this. Now I am going to the part 2. Part 2. Now look at this. And we discussed ratios. Neither. Right. Mr. Dasanayaka invested 500,000 on the 1st of January 2017 and start the business. ලක්ෂ 5ක් දාලා business එක පටන් ගන්න දසනායක. Mr. Dasanayaka. Now after 4 months, Mr. Silva joined the business by investing 600,000. What Mr. Silva තේනවා? After 4 months, right? And the tables below shows the investments done to start the business, right? අපි ලස්සන මේක ලියාගමු බලන්න. Right. Now look at this. Mr. Dasanayaka ඉන්නවා. Mr. Dasanayaka. And Mr. Silva. Mr. Silva. Now Mr. Dasanayaka start the business and is investing 500,000. Therefore, it should be 12 months. Because he is a starter, right? Founder. Now, Mr. Silva, after joining the business, how many months? After 4 months. Therefore, this one, 8 months. 8 months. අනිවාර්යෙන් මාස 8ක් වෙන්න ඕන. අන්න හිස්තැනට ආව උත්තරයක් 8. Y වලට උත්තරයක් ආව 8. Yes. And money invested. The period of the investment. Money invested, X period of the investment. Now, then බලමු කතාන්දරේ. According to the above given information, write down the values of the Y and the Z. Y and the Z. Right. X, Y, Z. එහෙනම් බලමු උත්තර එන්න ඕනේ. Money invested multiplied by the period of the investigation. එහෙනම් multiplication එකක් දාන්න ඕනේ නේද? Right. Now, what is the answer for a Y? Now, this is a represented as a Y. And this is a Y. And this one is a X here. And this is a Z. You need to multiply these two things. 12 times 5 is a 60. And put the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. මෙන්න මට ආව උත්තරය. Right. Now this is the answer. For X. Y is a 8. And he said you need to multiply investment multiply the number of period. Therefore, 8 times 6 is a 48. And put the 5 zeros. 3, 4, 5. Right. Now this is the answer for Z. Now, what are the answers for X? X equals 6 million. And the Y is equals to the 8. And Z is equals to the 4.8 million. We call as a 4,800,000. Right. Right. හැමෝටම ඒක තේරෙනවද පුතේ? මතක ඇති නේද? අපි කරානේ අර business පටන් ගද්දි කරා. Right. Right. Now next question, find the ratio in which the profit would be shared among the Mr. Dasanayaka and the Mr. Silva. Now find the ratio. කොහොමද පුතේ ratio එක හොයන්න එහෙනම්? And you know the method. You have to simplify these two things. Now look at this. Now you can simplify zeros 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I am going to cut 5 zeros and the 5 zeros. Now answer becomes 60 into the 48. Now these two numbers you can simplify by the 12, because 12 times 5 60, as well as 12 times 4 is 48. Now this is the answer. 5 into 4. 5 to 4. 5 to 4. Tirasha මේක තේරුණාද පුතා?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yanara? Imalka? තේරුණානේ? Savini?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Savini?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if the profit of the business at the end of the year is a 90,000, and we know the flow of these like questions, right? 90,000 is a profit. Now we have to divide into the 5 and 4. Find the profit gained by the Mr. Silva. අපෙන් අහන්නේ පුතේ Mr. Silva එන ටික. And this is a Mr. Silva. How many portions? 4 portions, right? And I told you 2 methods, and I'm going to found the answer for here. And I'm උත්තරේ හොයාගන්නවා. එක question number 3, right? Mr. Silva. And we know the total profit is total profit is 90,000 end of the year, and this is a total profit. And there are how many portions? 5 is there, 4 is there, therefore 5 and 4, how many total portions? 9 portions. Therefore 9 portions or 9 parts is equal to the 90,000. Therefore 1 part, we call as a unitary method, is equal to the 90,000. You need to divide by the 9. Then answer is a 10,000, right? 10,000 rupees for each part. Eka part එකක් පුතේ, right? Therefore, Mr. Silva had how many parts? There are 4 parts. Therefore, 10,000 is equals to the 1 part. Then you need to multiply by the 4. How many rupees? 40,000 rupees. And this is a profit gained by the Mr. Silva. හැමෝටම තේරෙනවද පුතේ ඒක? Yeah, right?
Yes,
We read
sir.
that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. අනිවාර්යෙන් එනවා පුතේ exam එකට. Sorry. Right. And the 4th question. Mr. Silva said, මෙන්න Mr. Silva මෙහෙම කතාවක් කියනවා. If Mr. Dasanayaka invested less amount to the business. එයා දැම්මේ අඩු ගාණක්ලු. ඇත්තද? ඔව්නේ. Mr. Silva invested 600,000, but Mr. Dasanayaka invested 500,000. Mr. Silva කියද්දී ඒක හැරි පවගේ පේනවා. And he gained the profit more than the 50%. කවුද? He gained. කවුද? Mr. Dasanayaka. Profit gained more than 50%. Is the statement true? Explain your answer by the given reasons. දැන් බලමු මේ Mr. Silva කියන කතාව ඇත්තද කියලා. Mr. Silva කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? And Mr. Silva said, Mr. Dasanayaka invested less amount, but he gained as a profit more than 50%. What is the meaning of the 50? More than the 50%. 50කට වඩා වැඩිලු. Right. බලමු කතන්දරේ. Now I am going to find the 50% of the total profit, and we know total profit is 90,000. Therefore 50% of 90,000. Now I am going to find the answer for a 50%. Now you know 50% means 50 out of 100. Of is a multiplication 90,000. 0, 0, 0, 0, and the 0. No, sorry. Just only zeros, right? Now 1, 2, 3. Now there are 3 zeros, right? 3 zeros. 5 times 9 is a 45,000. Now 50% of the total profit is a 45,000. And Mr. Silva said, Mr. Dasanayaka gained by the business, profit as a business, more than the 50%. ඒ කියන්නේ අනිවාර්යෙන් 45,000 වලට වඩා මෙයාගේ profit එක වැඩි කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ. Now we are going to find the answer. අපි හොයලා බලමු. Mr. Dasanayaka. Profit for Mr. Dasanayaka. අපි හදලා බලමු. And you know, each part is equal to 10,000 and Mr. Dasanayak has 5 parts. මේ එයා ළඟ parts 5ක් හමුණා යාට. Therefore 10,000 multiplied by the 5, how many rupees? 50,000 rupees. අඩේ Mr. Silva කියන්නේ ඇත්ත තමයි. Because why? 50% of the total profit is 45,000. Actually, Mr. Dasanayaka gained as a profit end of the year as a 50,000 rupees. Therefore, we can state the answer as Mr. Silva said Mr. Dasanayaka invested less amount of business and he gained the profit more than 50%. Therefore, is this statement true? Therefore, you can write as a yes. Therefore, what is our answer? Yes, that's correct. That statement is correct. Because why? Because we already proved the methods. Look at the 50% of the 90,000 is a 45,000 and the 50,000 is a profit gained by the Mr. Dasanayaka. Because we can write as a 45,000 and 50,000 is greater than the 45,000. 50,000 කියලා කියන්නේ 45,000ට වඩා වැඩි. And this is the 50% of the total profit. And this is the profit for Mr. Dasanayaka. Therefore, Mr. Silva is correct and his statement is true. Now everyone understood that part? Yes.
Yes,
පොඩ්ඩක්
sir.
කොට- Yeah. චුට්ටක් එක තියෙනවා කතාවක් වගේ. Right. අපි හැමෝම ලියාගමු පුතේ ටක් ගාලා මේක. Right. Now I got to move the next question. Now look at this. Right. Now, and you know the names of the solids and we discussed right? And the platonic shapes also. And this one, write down the name of the solid which can make by using the above net. Now, everyone say, how many faces there? Ganan kala kiyanne how many faces?
8 faces.
Yes, 8 faces. And each shape becomes as a equivalent to triangular shapes. Yes. And what is the what is this shape?
Regular tetrahedron.
Regular tetrahedron. Right. Some of the other answers? Any answers? Go. Anitaya? There are 8 faces. There are equilateral triangles. There are 8 equilateral triangles. What is the meaning of the Elena? Tetrahedron. Tetra means here. Just 4, right? Right? There are 8 faces. There are 8 faces. Now look at this. Uttarayat dala diwa balo. Elena. So we have our tomorrow. Yeah. Yes, tomorrow. Right? And this one we call as a regular octahedron. We call as a regular octahedron. Mataka ඇති tetrahedron හතරක් නේද? Like this. මතකද කට්ටියට? Yes? Aha.
Yes, sir.
Yes. We call as a octa. 8 කියන්නේ පුතේ octa. ඒක තියාගත්තා නම් මතක එනවා නම නිකම්ම. Right? Right? Octahedron, right? Now, regular octahedron. Now, write down the shapes of the face of it. Write down the shape. මේක නම කිව්වත් එක ඉස්සලා. What is shape? Equilateral triangle. We call as a regular triangles, right? Equilateral triangle. Now, next one. Write down the number of faces, vertices, and the edges this solid and show that the above values satisfy Euler's relationship. Now tell me, there are how many vertices? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, vertices is equal to the 6. How many edges? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Therefore, 12 edges. 12 edges. And faces, and you told me as an 8. Now tell me, what is the Euler's relationship? What is the formula? What is the formula?
Vertices plus edges.
Vertices plus faces. V plus F is equals to the E plus
Edges
T.
plus 2.
Right. V plus F equals to the E plus 2. We call as the sum of the vertices and the faces is 2 more than the number of edges. Right. Now look at this. V is equals to the 6. F is equals to the 8. E equals to the 12 and 2. Now look at the left hand side and the right hand side. Now both becomes as equal. Now this is a satisfaction of the Euler's relationship. Right. අපි ලස්සනට ලියාගමු පුතේ. That is the answer for the Euler's relationship. Right. Now this is a main question number 2 relevant to the set. බලපුතේ answers ලියන්න පුළුවන් හැමෝටම. එලීනා මේක අනිවාර්යෙන් එනවා පුතා. මෙන්න බලන්න පුතේ. List out all elements in the following sets within curly brackets. පුතේ curly brackets ඇතුළේ ලියලා පෙන්නන්න කියලා කියනවා. බලමු. Right. Now listen. Right. පළවෙනි එක පුතේ අපිට කියනවා square numbers between 5 and 50. And tell me what are the square numbers? And it's the main question number 2. Main question number 2 in the paper, and the Roman number 1. And this is a set A. Now, square numbers between 5 and 50. Right. මට දැන් උත්තර කියන්න ඕන හැමෝම. Tell me the square numbers.
9.
Yes, because what is the first square number? 1. This one is not included this question because 1 is a less than 5. Second square number is a 2 times 2, 4. 3 times 3, 9, right? And 9 is a square number between 5 and 4 times 4, 16. 5 times 5,
25.
and 6 times 6, 36. And 7 times 7, 49. Between 50 and 5. Now these are the elements in the set A. Right. Now look at the question number 2. Fill in the blank using the suitable symbol from the brackets. Now 7 blank, and here is the A. Now look at the relationship. This one indicating element or not an element. මතකද හැමෝටම මේක? Elements,
Yes,
like a E elements, like E symbol වගේ නේ. මතක තියා lazy. Therefore, these are the elements of the set A, and there are no 7 as element. Therefore, 7 is not an element. Therefore, you can write as a symbol not an element like this. Right. Now next question is find the value of the NA. Right. Now tell me, පුතා කලිනුත් මම කිව්වා පුතේ, what is the meaning of the NA? Number of elements in the set A. Yeah, therefore what is the answer?
5.
Yeah, 5. Well done. Nearby 5. Yes. And next question. Next question is the multiples of the 100 between 5 and 50 is a null set. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because why?
Yes,
Multiples of 100 means 100, 200, 300, 400, like that. And how it becomes as less than 50, right? Therefore, this one we call as a special name null set, right? And the set multiples of the 100 between the 5 and 50 is a null set. Yes, because why? There are no elements, right? There are no multiples between the 5 and 50. Therefore, we call as a null set. That's the reason. Now, write a set B in which number of elements in the set B is a 3. Right? And there must be clearly identified feature of the elements. පුතේ එහෙනම් මේකට දැන් ඕන එක එක ළමයට එක එක උත්තර කියන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Now tell me as a set B, but the condition is a number of element of the set B should be a 3. මට කියන්න බලන්න එන example එකක් හැමෝම. එක්කෙනෙක් කියන එක example එකක්. ලේසි නේද? හරි මම උදව්වක් දෙන්න. හරි. කියමු. එලිනා කියමු. එලිනා යනාරා.
Even numbers between 2 and 10.
Even numbers between 2 and 10. Right. බලමු අපි. Even numbers between 2 and 10. And what are the elements? Therefore, 4, 6, 8. Yes. And this one we called as a even numbers. Well done, huh? Well done. Even numbers between 2 and 10. Very good. That's the correct answer. ඒකට හරි උත්තරයක් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්. තව එකක් කියන්න බලන්න. තිරෂ
Prime numbers between 0 and 7.
0 and 7 prime numbers, right? අපි බලමු ලියලා prime numbers 0 and 7. Therefore 1 is not a prime number. The first prime number is a 2, 3, 5. Between, therefore 7 not becomes as a. Yeah, that's a very good answer. Niyamai, superb. And Tirasha?
Multiples of 3 between 0 and 10.
Yeah, 3, 6, 9. Well done. Multiples of 3. Now, හැමෝටම තේරෙනව නේද? සවිනි දුව තේරෙනව නේද? Okay, right. Now I go to the next question. Now find the perimeter, right, and the area. මතක ඇති perimeter and area අපි discuss කළා පුතේ. Now this question is relevant to the perimeter. Now this is a shape. Right. Now calculate the perimeter of this shape. You need to add all sides together. මේ shape එකේ තියෙන sides ටික ඔක්කොම එකතු කරලා ලියන්න ඕනේ පුතේ. අදෝ බලන්න උත්තරේ දාන්න බලන්න මට chat එකට උත්තරේ හැමෝම දාලා. සරුංගලයක් වගේ නේ. Right. Now both are equals. Right. Then balamu කොහොමද එන්න ඕනේ පුතේ? Look at the two bars, and this one we call as a 15, 15, 15, 15, and these two things are also 15. Right. Now correct. Now I'm going to start point as a here. මම මෙතනින් පටන් ගන්න මෙහෙම යන්න වටේට, right? Right. That is it. Now I'm going to add 15 plus 15 plus 10 plus 15, 30, 15, and again 30, 15, and again 10, 15, and the again 15. That's it. මෙන්න මට එනවා උත්තරයක් මේ ටික ඇඩ් කරපුවා. හරිනේ පුතාලා හැමෝම? Yes. ගන්න බාන ආන්සර් එක. And Savini said as a 185 කියලා කියනවා. බලමු. Wow. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 3 remainders. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and yeah, and her answer is correct. Savini, well done. උත්තරේ 185 තමයි. Good. Now listen. And this is a shape. Find the area of the rectangle ABCD in the above plane figure. Right. Then තියෙන ඔන්න area. Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
In the before question, we need to express it in meters also.
Right. Here is one question missing. Yeah. And this is to express the answer of the part 1 in meters. Yes. Now listen. And you know the relationship between the centimeters and the meters, and 100 centimeter is equals to the 1 meter. Now 100 becomes as a 1, you need to divide. Therefore, answer for the Roman number 2 is 185. You need to divide by the 100. And you know division by the 100 is, so you need to move decimal point to the right hand side to left hand side, then 1 and 2. Now answer becomes 1.85 meters. Good. We will see that. 1.85. Everyone, how about the
Yes.
Okay. Right. Now I'm going to move the area part. Now hit the exam right? Right. Now look at this. Now you need to find the area of the ABCD, and you know rectangular parts. පුතේ හැමෝම දන්නවනේ පුතේ rectangular portion එකේ area එක හොයන්නේ කොහොමද? You need to multiply by the length into breadth. හරි. හදමු බලන්න හැමෝම. You need to multiply length into breadth. Right. මේ අහන්න පුතේ හැමෝම. Now this is a breadth, right? This is 6 centimeters as a breadth. Now we call as a the total length becomes as a 8 plus 4. It should be a 12 centimeters. Now, what is the answer for the first question? Area of the ABCD portion becomes length 12 centimeters multiplied by the breadth becomes as a 6 centimeters. Now, answer is 72 cm නෙමෙයි. It should be a square centimeters because this is the area. හරිද? අතන පුතේ එක ලියන්න අපි කොහොමද 72 square centimeters, right? And you need to attention your answers with the relevant units. The every units must be corresponding to the question, right? Okay. Now next question. Find the area of the triangle ADE. For ADE, right here. ADE, maybe like this one. And you know how to find the area of the triangular portions. Now formula is half into base into height, and we did it. Now this is a base DE, And what is the height? 6 centimeters. And we call as a half into base. Base becomes as a 8 and height is a 6. Now you can remember 2 times 1 and 2 times 4. Now answer becomes as a 4 times 6. Then answer is a 24 cm squared. cm squared. එලින එක මතකද? තිරෂ?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And
Yes,
Savini?
sir.
Yeah. ගෙනාර මතකද? Half into base into height?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Right. Now look at this. Now find the area of the shaded part. ඔන්න කපටි ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහනවා. දැන් අහගන්නකො. How to find the area of the shaded part? You need to remove these two triangles. These two triangles from the whole part. And we did. ඒ වගේම අපි හැදුවා නේද? Shaded parts, right? You need to remove. Therefore, we know the answer for the ADE triangle. But in this situation, you can find the answer for area of the ECF, right? Now, we can write the formula like this. Area of shaded part should be equal to the area of ABCD subtract area of triangle ADE plus area of triangles ECF. The sum of the triangles you need to subtract from the whole portion. Okay, when over there? Right. Now look at this. Area of the shaded part. Therefore, I'm going to find the answer. Area of ABCD. What is the answer? 72 cm squared. Now you need to subtract the area of the ADE. 24 plus area of the ECF. එන එක හොයාගමු. කොහොමද හොයන්න පුතේ? Half into base into height. Now listen. මට කියන්න බලන්න පුතේ. What is the base value of the triangle ECF? කීයද පුතේ base එක?
4 centimeters.
Well done. And what is the height of this one? CF කියන්නේ කීයද එහෙනම්? ඇයි පුතේ මේ ඔක්කොම කීයද? 6 centimeters. Look at the symbols.
3 centimeters.
Yeah, this line bisected by, right? Therefore, this one should be equal to 6 divided by 2. එහෙනම් මෙන්න මේ කැල්ල පුතේ අනිවාර්යෙන් 3. Therefore, half into base into height. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. Then answer is 72 cm squared minus 24 plus 2 times 3 is 6. එහෙනම් උත්තරයක් එනවා මට 72 minus 30. Then answer is 42 cm squared. 42 cm squared. හැමෝටම තේරෙනවද පුතේ ඒක?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. ලස්සන ලියාගමු අපි. Okay, Savini, good. Right. And next question relevant to the expanding brackets and the simplifications and algebraic expressions. Matakati pute algebraic expressions. Look at the first question. 3 times 4a plus 5. 3 times 4a plus 5 and the plus 2 times 2b minus 1. Now look at this. How to expand the brackets? Pute kon expand karanne. 3 times 4a, 3 times plus 5. 2 times 2b, 2 times minus 1. Now also becomes 3 times 4a is a 12a. 3 times plus 5 is a plus 15. Plus into plus is a plus. 2 times 2b is a 4b. Now plus into minus is a minus. 2 times 1 is a 2. Now you can write as a synonyms. A terms, there is only A terms here. And now 12a. And there are only B terms as a plus 4b. Now plus 15 and minus 2. What is answer? Plus 15 and minus 2. What is answer?
Plus 17.
No, it should be a plus 13. Because different size you need to subtract. Elena. And Yanara? Different size you need to subtract. Yes. Subtract and put the answer as the greatest one. Don't add because different signs. Right? Different signs. Now this is the answer we cannot simplify anymore. Meaning you simplify kind of bad. Right. Right. Now A becomes 1 and B becomes minus 2. A equals 1, B becomes minus 2. Find the values of the 12A, 4B plus 13. Amma vevalandu. Second question එකේ දීලා තියෙන answer එක තමයි දීලා තියෙන්නේ. 12A plus 4B plus 13. දැක්කද? Yeah. දැන් යවුනේ වැඩේ නේ. නැත්තම් අපිට වැඩක් කරන්න තිබ්බනේ. Now you need to substitute. අපි substitute කරමු පුතේ නම් මෙතෙන්ට. මේ බලන්න. 12 into the A plus 4 into the B and plus 13. Now A is equals to the 1. එහෙනම් දානවා A වෙනුවට 1. And B is a minus 2. 12 times 1 is a 12. Plus into minus, minus. 4 times 2, 8. And here is a plus 13. Pute, 12 minus 8 is a, what is the answer? 4. It should be a plus 4. And 4 plus 13, it should be a 17. 17. How about the other day?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, sitting on the header thing exam එක නේද එලිනා හරි ලියලා එන්න ඕනේ පුතේ හරිද superior එක වැඩේ කරලා එන්න right ඉතින් එහෙනම් හැමෝටම God bless you and goodbye marks අරගෙන හොඳ වැඩේ කරගෙන යමු හරිද අපි Saturday අනිත් අයටත් exam කොහොමද හෙටද පුතේ තිරෂ what is exam date August aha well done okay and Savini Yanara yes okay right and in this Saturday we are going to discuss the next paper on our theory class also, because the all lessons we did. Therefore, I'm going to explain another paper in the Saturday class, because the some schools exams held on the August month, right? Therefore, and I have what? God bless you and good night. Bye bye.
Good night, sir.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Bye bye. Okay, bye Inara. Bye Savini.